Welcome to Math Solve. In this video, we are going to solve quadratic equation using quadratic formula. In my last video, I tried to show how to solve the quadratic equation by factorizing the quadratic expressions first, and then we solved it. But there are some problems that you can't use the quadratic factorizing. So first I am showing an example that you can do quadratic factorizing as well as you can do the quadratic formula and you are ended up with the same answer. And then I will try to show you one quadratic equation that you can only solve by quadratic formula as you can't do the factorization. So it means any quadratic can be solved by quadratic formula, but you can't solve all the quadratic equations by using quadratic factorization. So this is the limitation. So now first look at the example that I'm going to solve by both method, like factorizing and quadratic formula, and I'm going to show you that you are ended up with the same answer. So let's start. We have a question: x squared plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. So I'm trying to solve it by doing the factorizing, and if you remember correctly, we have to break it into the two component to make x squared, then it's a minus and plus is the dominating. So plus 4x minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. If you remember that multiplying these two should be the multiplication of these two, we are using the factorization of that quadratic. And then x is a common, x plus 4. If you take minus 2 common, then again x plus 4 equal to 0. Then it's a x plus 4 is a common factor in between, then x minus 2 is left and then 0. So either x plus 4 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0, then x equal to minus 4 and then x equal to, or we can say, or x equal to 2. So this is the solution for this quadratic, x equal to minus 4 and x equal to 2. There are two solutions for this quadratic. Now I am going to solve this same quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So first we are trying to introduce what is the quadratic formula. And if you remember the general form of the quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. If this is the situation, then the solution would be x equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So now what is a, what is b, what is c? We have a problem here already. X squared plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. And if you try to match this one with this one, you can see a is the coefficient of x squared. So we can just say, okay, our a will be, I can just put in a side note like here, a equal to coefficient of x squared here is 1 and b equal to coefficient of x, which is 2, and then c is constant, which is c equal to minus 8. Sorry, I can just write in minus 8. C equal to minus 8. So when we have this equation, we can tell what is a, b and c, because a is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and c is constant. But make sure that your c is all are in the left hand side, because in our general form a, b, c all in the left hand side and the right hand side is equal to 0. Now we just need to substitute these values in this solution. So we can say, okay, then x equal to minus b, it means minus b is 2, so I'm just substituting here 2 plus minus square root b square, it means 2 square minus 4a, a is 1, I can just put 1, c is minus 8, c is minus 8, 4ac divided by 2a, 2a means 2 times 1. So now it will ended up with minus 2 plus minus square root. If you do that, 2 square is 4, then minus minus plus 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 plus 4, which is 36, right? So if it is 36, now you can simplify this. If you remember that, we can just do let me 6. It will be just coming up as a 6, right? Because 6 square is 36. So we can just write down, okay, 2 minus 2 plus minus 6. So basically we have two answers here. One is x equal to minus 2 plus 6 over 2, and another one is x equal to minus 2 minus 6 over 2. So one with the positive and one with negative, right? Then you can see 6 minus 2 is positive 4, so it's giving us 2. Then it is minus 4, because minus 6 minus 2, which is minus 8, divided by 2, which is minus 4. So you are having the same answer, x equal to 2, x equal to minus 4, x equal to 2, x equal to minus 4. So it's the same. So this question, so doesn't matter which method you are using, you will be ended up with the same answer. But as I mentioned that not all the quadratic equation you can solve by using the factorizing. Then you have to go with that method. There is no choice. So let's do that one example that we have to use this technique, like the quadratic formula. So let's say we have a question like x squared plus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. And if I ask you, can you break it down now? You can try to break it down into the two components so that it can fulfill both conditions, like what we did for factorizing the quadratic, but we can't break it. So in this case, there is no choice. You have to just go back to this quadratic formula. And now we know what is our a, b and c. Our a will be, for in this question, our a will be 1, because a is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. Our b will be 5, the coefficient of x, and our c is 3. Now what we need to do, we just use this formula. So x will be minus b minus 5 plus minus square root of b square, means 5 square, minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. So I'm just using this formula. And now you can just say, okay, it's 2 on the bottom, then minus 5 plus minus square root. This is 25 minus 12. So we are basically ended up with 2 minus 5 plus minus square root of 13. So and this is the solution. If you want, you can write it in the 2. Okay, x equal to minus 5 plus square root of 13 over 2, or x equal to minus 5 minus square root of 13 over 2. Sometimes question will ask you to write down the answer in 1 or 2 decimal places. Then you need to like put it into the calculator and get the value as a 1 or 2 decimal place. Sometimes question asks you to leave your answer in a third form, and this is the third form. You can't simplify that square root of 13, as 13 is the prime number. Also, yeah, if the question asks to leave the answer in third form, you have to leave it like that. If the question asks to leave your answer in exact form, you have to leave like that. If the question asks to leave your answer in 1 or 2 decimal place, then you have to use the calculator and to get the value of the decimal places. Yeah, so this is the one problem that we have to solve it by using the quadratic formula. Again, quadratic formula can be used to solve any quadratic equations, but quadratic factorizing to solve the quadratic equation is a limited. You can't use for every questions or every quadratic equations. Now I am going to leave 2 questions for the students to answer, and if you guys understand how we need to apply the quadratic formula, you guys definitely can answer this question. And if you want to see like more questions or more videos based on that, just mention in the comment box. Also, if you have any particular problem needs to be discussed in any video, please, you're most welcome. So the first question for the student will be x squared plus 4x minus 2 equal to 0. The second question will be x squared minus 8x equal to 1. Just one thing keep in mind, as I mentioned, when you are selecting A, B, C, make sure don't put C equal to 1. I already mentioned that you have to bring it to the left hand side and put the right hand side 0, as look at our general form, and then only you can decide C. So in this case, C will be -1, and this is the most common mistake student made. Thanks for watching, and if you would like to see more up-to-date videos, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.